bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get the ball.
Breeze now to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Young. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, Delta.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. I got you, punk.
Tonight.
Now Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic.
Now Breeze. That is caught at the 7. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Army. Safe. Check.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll run it with Kamara. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Breeze now to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down.
Entering pause screen, resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
At the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. This is Wilder. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now a first down throw for Young. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Here's the party now.
From the 31, Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm trying to collect.
On play action, it's Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 31.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Breeze. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Kill.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Too little, cut.
Hey, easy.
To throw, it's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
I got him.
To throw is Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Check, 53's mine.
It's Young on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, exit.
53's mine. 53. Check 53. Let's go.
Young to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will be taken at the 13. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4. We got 4.
On the ground, Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Young to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Young. Going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze going to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start, as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
You. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Hey, lock it.
To throw again on second down. Young. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Young working out of the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Speed dribble.
Now Young. Wide open receiver complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Go. Hey, Gator.
Hey, man.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
On 2nd and 9. Young going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Wilder. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Joker, 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 Joker. Kill, 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 kill.
Get it.
2nd and 5 now. Young, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
5. Go.
On first down, Wilder. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Young. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucks have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Ready? Yellow lady. Trips. Watch 85. Ball going 85.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were
Entering pause screen. Resume.
able to put the receiver on the ground.
So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. First and 10, Young throwing right, and that's complete. He's got daylight. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
They can't hang with us.
Here's Hilliard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
53 to Mike. 53.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Hit it.
To throw again. Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Now here's Young. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Now Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Alvin away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, wahoo! You kill!
Breeze now. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Now Breeze. And he's got it. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Bravo.
51, Mike 51.
Get it.
Looking to throw, Young. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Wilder. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
You better bring it. Ready?
From just shy of midfield, Young, and the catch made by Johnson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
On 1st down, Wilder. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Orbit. Watch the clock.
Now on 2nd and 13, Young. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
53, Mike, let's go.
Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He's back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
5-9.
Check, 59. And we got to get to the ball, team.
Back to throw, Breeze. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's the fullback with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Hey, Team 6.
Here's Young. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, you.
Back to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Cameron Jordan.
Call timeout. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your
It's an important
Tourism
one from a
online
postal
game.
standpoint,
Cancel.
as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. One last shot for Young. And now he'll tuck it and run. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for New Orleans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Entering XP feedback screen, you have entering player upgrades screen, you have 4 options. Jimmy Giles is selected. Michael, Jimmy Giles.
I just got bags from Prada. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
From laughter when they come to handle
New docs, improved team, advance, things to do, ready to advance is selected. Entering warning pop press. Entering main menu screen, defense coverage indicator, franchise. Face of the franchise. Entering face of the franchise screen, start. Entering main menu screen, face of the franchise, exhibition, franchise, messenger, customize, messenger, accessibility. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to on is selected. VoIP window option is set to off. Sub enlarge controller color blindness. Stadium speaker set to 100. Entering main menu screen, accessibility. Messenger face of the franchise pop-up menu, you have 3 options. Continue playing is selected. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Team adjust lineup. League members, you have team adjust lineup. Things to do, you have train improved team. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Entering warning pop-up, are you sure you want to quit? Team adjust lineup. Members, you have 32 options. League.
This ain't nothing for the
Entering warning. Yes. Entering main menu screen franchise.
I just had to let you know. It's the young